It has been 9 years since a man tried to stab his girlfriend to death in White Settlement. She survived. The case was featured on a national crime show. Now, White Settlement police have turned to Fox 4's Sean Rabb and Trackdown.
We are in White Settlement. This is Detective Giovanni Ramirez. We're talking about a case that's 9 years old, happened in 2016. It was featured on America's Most Wanted a year ago, but you didn't get who you were looking for. Who are you looking for?
We're looking for Mr. Cesar Colin. In November of 2016, he stabbed his girlfriend over 5-6 times and caused obviously serious injuries to her. Fortunately, she did live. Thankful to our officers that were on scene and were able to do medical aid on her.
Now, this was partially recorded.
The call came in about the 8300 block of Whitney, and it was an open 911 call. So our officers started searching the area and started hearing not only their sirens, but the young lady yelling for help.
White Settlement 911.
So using that open line of 911, they were able to locate her about 4 houses down from where she lives.
Tell me about your suspect, the person you were looking for.
So Mr. Cesar Colin, he's been in the, living here for several years in the state of Texas, and we believe he's still living here. Just from the tips we have gotten in the past that didn't come to anything, but we still believe he's in the area.
This was on America's Most Wanted, February 2024, but no good information came in there.
Correct. We did not receive any solid tips of his whereabouts, so we're hoping we can absolutely track him down in the area.
What is it you need?
I need anybody to contact me or the police department at 817-246-4973 or to our investigator email, investigators@wspd.us, and let us know if he looks familiar or if you've seen him. Any tip is a good tip. That way we can do a follow-up.
What bothers you about this case, Detective Ramirez?
That this man is still walking around after having these injuries to somebody who he loved, and for all we know, he might be married now, he might have kids, or might be in a relationship with somebody else. So just the fact that somebody else might be in danger as well.
It's been 9 years, but you're not giving up.
Not giving up, no, sir.
It could change with Trackdown.
Yes, sir, it can.
All right, you've seen his images. Take another look at the man they're looking for, Cesar Colin. Get at White Settlement Police. Get at the detectives, the investigators, the number, the email. But help find this man on the run for a crime he committed 9 years ago.
And you can also watch past Trackdown stories and maybe help solve a crime. Go to the Fox 4 YouTube page, youtube.com/Fox 4 News.
New economic data released this morning shows the United States economy had its slowest quarter in 3 years, but signs of inflation have slowed. This as President Donald Trump maintains his tariffs and trade deals will eventually re-energize our economy. Fox's Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
Profits dropped for automakers in Q1, just one of the sectors seeing a dip as President Trump's trade war plays out. Gross domestic product numbers out Wednesday show the U.S. economy shrunk 0.3% in Q1, the first contraction in 3 years. The downturn reflects a rush to purchase imported goods ahead of looming tariffs.
I think the GDP number came in about as I expected anyway, and probably distorted a bit by the trade.
Trump responded to the data on Truth Social, blaming former President Biden and writing it had nothing to do with tariffs. Tuesday night in Michigan, he said levies like those he's put on auto imports will help America in the long run.
This is going to create more jobs in this state and this country, and to help these automakers bring their factories home as rapidly as possible.
Democrats want Trump to reverse course, pointing to stock market drops and polls showing Americans believe Trump's economic policies are leaving them worse off.
People's life savings and college plans for their kids are being gutted. Tens of thousands of jobs are getting cut, and investors are looking for more stable places to invest their money.
Also Wednesday, the Commerce Department reported that inflation cooled slightly last month, with the consumer prices rising 2.3% in March from a year ago. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
And so stocks closed mixed today after starting the day lower. Investors took in some new economic data, including the first contraction of the U.S. economy in 3 years. Positive news on the potential trade deal with China helped pull the markets back up. The Dow was up almost 142. The Nasdaq was down about 15. The S&P 500 gained a little more than 8. A woman is suing American Airlines after she says she was assaulted by a man on a flight.
She says the man had already been accused of assaulting another woman on a flight, but was still allowed to fly again. Fox 4's David Santendry joining us now with more. David.
Yeah, Heather and Steven, tonight we know the FBI is also involved because this suspect was charged federally in a recent case.
I was sexually assaulted.
Barbara Morgan claims she was sexually assaulted by a man sitting next to her on an American Airlines red-eye flight from San Francisco to Dallas in April of last year.
It's hard to describe what it's like to have a stranger touch you.
Morgan, speaking for the first time Wednesday, is not the only woman accusing the same suspect of sexual misconduct on flights.
You don't know how to react because you don't think it's possible.
Last month, 54-year-old Sharian Abraham was arrested by the FBI for allegedly groping a 22-year-old woman on an American Airlines flight from Chicago to Seattle. Federal authorities have not provided a mugshot of Abraham. The FBI says Abraham, twice before, allegedly touched fellow passengers inappropriately. The first case on an American flight in October 2023, but the victim chose to not pursue charges. The second case in April of last year is when Morgan says she was attacked.
Eventually, the FBI got involved and stopped this man, but not after several women had been harmed.
Morgan's attorneys held a press call Wednesday announcing a lawsuit against Abraham, who lives in Allen, and against American Airlines. Morgan's legal team says American Airlines was already aware of the 2023 allegation before she was assaulted.
This lawsuit is about forcing American Airlines to take every report of sexual assault seriously.
Morgan says she was too shocked to immediately notify a flight crew member.
I was frozen.
But says she spoke with an employee working the gate desk after getting off the plane.
I told her, that man just assaulted me. He touched me and he violated me on the flight.
Morgan says she filed multiple complaints with the airline, but believes it was not properly addressed.
They made me feel like I was the problem, telling me that it was my responsibility while in the air, that I had that responsibility. And now it was his word against my word.
We had questions for American Airlines, but it deferred all of our questions to law enforcement, only issuing us a brief statement basically saying it takes safety and security as its highest priority. Heather, Steve, back to y'all.
All right, David Santendry, thank you. The storms brought heavy rain and traffic backups all across North Texas.
Some cities closed roads when the water got too high. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is here with a look at all the flooding she's been covering today. Peyton.
Hi, Steve and Heather. Yeah, the concern today, the widespread flooding here in North Texas, roads forced to be shut down, and that flooding aftermath lingered here into the early evening hours. Drivers still moved with caution, we saw in some areas. Take a look. Yvonne De La Hoz stranded in northwest Dallas Wednesday afternoon. His car wouldn't start after attempting to cross this flooded road. Some drivers also took the risk, while others chose to turn around and find another route.
There's another access 200 feet north. We're not going to try to get in, so I think I'll be okay.
North Texas left soaked after Wednesday's storms. This Dallas park now a lake littered with debris, including this car bumper. During lunch hour, Manana Drive in Dallas turning into a river Wednesday afternoon. This man in knee-high water forced to abandon his black SUV. He wasn't alone. Cell phone video captured other vehicles with their flashers on until the water receded. A mess at Irving High. Heavy rain caused a leak during school hours. Students and staff had to be relocated during the repairs. Everyone is safe. Heading north, flooding in Greenville.
Oh my God. I need a boat.
And wind damage in Josephine.
Hey. Oh my God. Look at the houses, Ida.
Shingles blown off due to high winds. Also, Fox 4 viewer Ivy Sadler shared this video of fences knocked down in the same Josephine neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh my goodness is right. Holy moly.
Up near the Red River, drone images show damage in Lamar County. The roof pulled off, according to the Lamar County Office of Emergency Management. No one inside was injured.
And back here in the Dallas Metro, Dallas police tell Fox 4 that they responded to a handful of high water calls. No one was injured. Dallas Fire Rescue tells us that they responded to about a dozen calls. And Dallas County Sheriff's Office tells us they responded to mostly minor accidents, cars spinning out, cars hitting guardrails, but no major incidents here in Dallas County today. Steve and Heather.
All right, Peyton Yeager. Peyton, thank you.